In the annals of automotive anecdotes, a tale unfurls, a narrative tinged with both the thrill of cutting-edge technology and the uncanny dance with fate. It all began when my friend's boss, in a bid to embrace the new and the intriguing, acquired an Audi A4 convertible, a symbol of automotive sophistication in an era when convertibles still bore the allure of novelty. Among the standout features of this vehicular marvel were the elusive pop-up roll hoops, discreetly concealed until the dire moment when gravity and circumstance conspired against the driver. The saga took an unexpected turn mere months after the acquisition, as destiny beckoned, and the owner found himself hurtling down the unforgiving terrain of a steep bank, a precipitous plunge into the unknown. The car, an unwitting protagonist in this vehicular drama, would soon face its moment of reckoning. In the cataclysmic descent, the pop-up roll hoops emerged from their dormant slumber, a mechanical ballet triggered by the imminent threat of a rollover. The very innovation that had once been a showroom talking point became a lifeline, a guardian angel in the guise of automotive engineering. Miraculously, the driver, our protagonist in this unfolding saga, emerged from the wreckage with no more than cuts and scratches, a testament to the formidable safety measures woven into the fabric of the convertible. The car, now a battered but resilient hero, came to rest the right way up, the laws of physics yielding to the protective embrace of technology. Undeterred by the tumultuous ordeal, the driver, embodying a stoic resilience, ascended the steep bank, leaving the wreckage behind. The lush foliage that bore the brunt of the vehicular descent stood witness to a surreal scene as the driver, seemingly unfazed, dialed the authorities to dutifully report the calamity that had befallen him. Amidst the echoes of the accident, a subplot emerged. A fellow traveler, a witness to the vehicular ballet, approached the driver. A convergence of paths at the crossroads of fate, the stranger sought to unravel the enigma that had transpired. The dialogue that ensued, an exchange of words against the backdrop of the unexpected, added yet another layer to the mystique of the tale. In this amalgamation of automotive prowess, human resilience, and the unpredictable tapestry of chance, the Audi A4 convertible transcended its status as a mere vehicle. It became a vessel of survival, a testament to the symbiosis between man and machine, and a reminder that sometimes the most captivating stories unfold on the unpredictable roads less traveled. In the quiet enclave of my mom's friend's modest home, an unsettling mystery unfolded, an enigma woven into the fabric of everyday life. Living alone in a cozy abode, she began to notice peculiar occurrences. A batch of soup disappearing at an accelerated pace, eggs vanishing without a trace, damp towels appearing in the hamper without her use, and an unexpected surplus of dishes in the dishwasher. A disconcerting pattern emerged, a series of events that eluded explanation. Months passed, and these eerie incidents persisted, casting a shadow over her sense of reality. Attributing it to mere forgetfulness, she dismissed the strangeness until an unexpected revelation shattered the illusion of normalcy. One day, an innocuous sound echoed through the confines of her dwelling, thumping from above, emanating from the mysterious depths of the attic. Intrigued and apprehensive, she embarked on an investigative journey, ascending into the unknown recesses of her home. To her astonishment, a makeshift living space unfolded before her eyes, a clandestine realm nestled within the attic's confines. A small radio hummed softly, a hot plate emanated warmth, a sleeping bag cradled remnants of stolen repose, and scattered food wrappers testified to an unwelcome guest's daily sojourns. A clandestine lodger had taken refuge in the very heart of her home, unbeknownst to her. Summoning the authorities, she unveiled the secret tenant, prompting the arrival of law enforcement to stand vigil over the covert living quarters. The revelation, however, took an unexpected turn, revealing a narrative of desperation rather than malice. The intruder, a homeless man, had been surreptitiously entering her abode on a near-daily basis, seizing the opportunity for sustenance and comfort when the homeowner was away at work. Strangely, amidst the unsettling discovery, an unlikely camaraderie blossomed between the homeowner and the clandestine dweller. Despite the initial shock, she found the man to be surprisingly respectful and, in a strange twist of fate, somewhat congenial. A decision unfolded, diverging from the expected legal recourse. Instead of pressing charges, she extended an unexpected offer to allow him to officially move in. In an extraordinary turn of events, she became a catalyst for change in his life. Embracing compassion over condemnation, she assisted him in securing employment, fostering a sense of stability that had eluded him for far too long. The attic, once a clandestine sanctuary, transformed into a stepping stone toward redemption. This tale, shrouded in an eerie ambiance, concluded with an unexpected denouement. A peculiar friendship born from the shadows, a metamorphosis of fear into understanding. A narrative that, against all odds, intertwined the unsettling and the heartening, leaving an indelible mark on the corridors of both their lives. Creepy indeed, yet with a strangely uplifting resolution. In the cherished tapestry of my life, the bond with my mother had always been a comforting constant. A pillar of unwavering support, she stood as the beacon of love in a world that could be unrelenting. Our daily texts and calls were the threads weaving our connection tighter, an unspoken assurance that no matter what, she was there. A few days of her mentioning feeling under the weather sparked a spontaneous decision to surprise her. The mere thought of her smiling face at my unexpected arrival motivated the journey to bridge the not-so-distant gap between us. She greeted me with her customary warmth, a hug that transcended words, a ritual of connection. As the familiar routine unfolded, the invitation to share a meal lingered, a testament to her nurturing nature. Politely declining, I opted for an afternoon of conversation, especially given her recent bouts of indisposition. The casual chatter painted the room with familiarity, her ever-active self-navigating chores despite the coughs echoing through the air. However, an hour into our visit, an inexplicable shift occurred. The mundane act of setting down a dish became an odd departure from her usual rhythm. Standing in front of me, the conversation persisted, but her demeanor began to betray the facade of normalcy. Her once engaging gaze turned vacant, as if peering through the fabric of reality itself. Concern seeped into my consciousness, a worry that escalated with each passing moment. Her arms, once animated, hung lifelessly by her side. Questions and reassurances tumbled from my lips, yet met with a silence deeper than the void in her eyes. The realization struck me. Something was undeniably amiss. Panic hovered on the precipice of my composure, threatening to unravel as her trance continued. Relief came momentarily when she stirred, yet an unsettling twist awaited. Her movements transformed into an eerie scan down my form, an unsettling grin distorting her familiar features. Her smile, once a source of comfort, morphed into an expression that transcended the realms of familiarity. A distorted rendition of anger etched upon her face, her breathing intensified, and an unfamiliar malevolence took residence in her demeanor. As her gaze returned, the woman before me was an aberration, a specter of the mother I knew. Her smile, once a source of comfort, morphed into an expression that transcended the realms of familiarity. A distorted rendition of anger etched upon her face, her breathing intensified, and an unfamiliar malevolence took residence in her demeanor. As her gaze returned, the woman before me was an aberration, a specter of the mother I knew. The descent into the surreal deepened as her eyes lost all color, her skin aged beyond recognition. A grotesque symphony emanated from her, a cacophony of growls, screams, hisses, and spits that defied description. The realization gripped me. The entity before me was no longer the woman who birthed me. With a surge of adrenaline, I fled, seeking refuge in the nearest secure space, a bathroom. The scratching at the door echoed the horror that had unfolded. The woman on the other side, once my mother, was now an enigma, a sinister force that shattered the illusion of the maternal sanctuary. The helpless whispers through the locked door affirmed a stark truth. The shelter of a mama's boy had vanished, replaced by the haunting unknown.